Firmware version 043055 was recently released, at least here in Australia, for my LG CX, but at this stage I have no idea why. Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel Amok for All. In the morning today, when I turned on my TV for the very first time, I got a nice pop-up message that there is an important software update available, and yeah, if I like to update it, of course I did it, and the new number is 043055. But if you put this number now in Google or in any search engine, there's literally nothing coming up with this firmware number. So at this very moment, I have literally zero ideas, but I have theories, of course, and I will talk about this, but I have no official ideas what's going on. Okay, so let's talk quickly about my theory why we have a new firmware update without any major changes, okay? Because in my opinion, there are no major changes anymore happening for the LG CX because, yeah, it's done in my opinion, okay? All the major changes or all the features or whatever are working in my opinion as far as I can tell, okay? But we had in the recent couple of weeks, a couple of firmware updates, and there was an issue with the audio return channel, I'm quite sure. So we had the 043035, and after this update, many users actually complained about the audio return channel, okay? So then this 35 was very quickly removed from the official website on the Australian OLED LG OLED webpage, okay? And replaced a couple of days later by 043040. And I made a video about this because back then I was confused because I'm very sure there was a pop-up coming up with 35, and then I ignored this because I haven't had time for doing testing, and then a couple of days later there was another pop-up, and this time it was 40, and that's why, anyway, I made a video and I'm quite sure this was about the audio return channel bug. So they maybe introduced with the 35 the audio return channel bug to some devices, and they tried to fix it with the .40, okay? But still with .40, I read, or I'm still reading comments from people they're having actually issues with the audio return channel. So this is one of my theory that now with the 55 there's a new attempt from LG to fix this issue, and to be very honest, this can be a very big issue because if we're just considering how many different devices there are out there, and every day we have more soundbars, more HDMI receivers, and this is not an easy thing to fix probably, okay? Anyway, this is one of my theory, and I have a second one. Okay, my second theory has something to do with Dolby Vision and 120 Hz support on certain HDMI ports because I made a video about this, and you may or may not remember about my issue with the HDMI 3 port and Dolby Vision and 120 Hz. So I was not able to play any game in Dolby Vision when my Xbox was set to 120 Hz. In 60 Hz it was working fine. As soon I changed it to 120 Hz, the TV stayed in HDR instead of Dolby Vision. So even my Xbox was telling me, hey, there's no Dolby Vision support for 120 Hz. Back then, I actually fixed this issue with doing a factory reset on my TV, and since then there is no issue at all. So this is also a theory because I'm reading this from time to time that still people experiencing this issue that suddenly there's no Dolby Vision on an HDMI port anymore. And the thing is, of course, not everybody is happy to do a factory reset and losing all their installed apps, Wi-Fi passwords, and so on and so on. And this can be also an attempt from LG to fix this issue, okay? So those are my two theories why we have a new software update, new firmware update. And I would of course much appreciate if someone from you can add more information, because as of now there's literally nothing on the web. So I can't even show you anything. If you put in this number 043055, it will come up with nothing. There's one issue I experienced after my last firmware update, and I'm not talking about this firmware update now, I'm talking about the 0430.40. And yeah, I need to be a little bit careful here because I'm not 100% sure, of course, if it is related to the firmware or maybe related to the app what I'm talking about, or maybe it's a combination of both. But my Netflix app has the issue that when you start watching something, and it doesn't matter what, HDR, Dolby Vision, SDR, after 1 or 2 minutes it will stop working and it will close the app. And then you end up in the previous screen where you took off actually. So doesn't matter how often you actually restart Netflix, it will happen all the time. After 1-2 minutes, it will just close the app and yeah, that's it. And the only way I was actually able to fix it is when I'm turning off my TV, and I talking about disconnecting the TV from the power for 1 minute or whatever. Just turning it on and off in standby doesn't fix the problem at all. So this is what I'm experiencing, or what I think happened after the last firmware update. I never experienced this actually before, so there was not a single, I couldn't think about, or I'm not able actually to think about any issue before, or yeah, before this firmware update actually, 043040. So again, I'm not saying this firmware update, the last firmware update caused the issue, because also there can be, of course, Netflix app update and now the firmware is not working properly with each other. This can also cause the issue, of course. I will observe this and I will tell you in my next video about a new firmware update if this was fixed or not, or maybe what's the outcome. Maybe it's still the same. Okay, but anyway, this is what I experienced, and this is yeah, it's an annoying bug or whatever you call it, but it is easily fixable for 1 or 2 days, and you just really turn off the TV, make sure it is off for 1 minute, and then you're good to go again. So at the moment, really, I think it's more an app related bug, and of course I deleted or deinstalled the app already and yeah, installed it new. It's the same after 1-2 days. So maybe it's something to do with Cage or whatever, or with I don't know, really, I have no idea. But at the moment is the only bug or the only issue what I'm experiencing with my TV, and to be very honest, it's not a big one because it's easily fixable. And now let's answer the most important question for this video: maximum peak brightness, HDR gaming mode. Is it still the same? Yes, it is. There's no issue at all, not as far as I can see. So I measured 720 candela with my calibration CD and the Xbox. So there's no issue at all as far as I can see. Also Dolby Vision is still the same brightness. So I can't find any issue in terms of the maximum peak brightness. Okay, my friends, so that's it for this video, and as always, I'm very sorry, but I was not able to provide you with more information because there is literally nothing in the World Wide Web. There is nothing, okay? As of today, or as of now, no information, okay? So again, if you know something about this latest firmware update on the LG CX, just put it in the comment section. And of course, if I will find anything major like bugs or something is not working again or whatever, I will make a new video. Of course, I will inform you on this channel. So make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't done it yet. I would much appreciate it. And now I have to continue working on my next video, okay? So thank you very much for watching me. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.